Greetings, YouTube. Sometimes I hear something and I think, man, that is going to be a tricky situation. But I underestimate how many people are affected. That happened today because there was a percentage of summoners that I thought was quite small, but from the comment section on my YouTube videos today and behind the scenes with people direct messaging me, it is much bigger than I could have estimated. There's a percentage of summoners who are in danger of having Kabam swoop in and both take their crystals, and they're freaking out about temporary bans. Now, to be clear, temporary bans should not happen over what happened today. Nothing like Kabam starting off a year in which they're looking to make a ton of money and they're making summoners sweat because of a bug that they, in a way, caused. So, we got uncollected golden crystals. We've got regular golden crystals. We've got that thing that they like to call, where is it? It's a regular golden crystal and a greater golden crystal. Now I have 16 of these. Just for the sake of argument, let's open them. Let's open all 16. Right? We'll just pop them. All right. So 16 gave me 127,000 gold, which is about $12.76 worth of gold American. Now that was for 16. Well, 750 into 16 is 46.875. If we multiply that times 127,600, I would have opened on average 5,981,250 gold. Why 750? Because if you missed my video in the last 24 hours, that is how many crystals some summoners got from the milestones being so bugged that two things happened. One, they got the chance to claim 750 crystals at all. But two, the points were like multiplied somehow so that people within the first hour of the event got everything crazy fast. Like way faster than they thought they would. Keep in mind, this is not a 24-hour event. These side solo events, which disappeared briefly, are 35 days long. Now, they have made it super easy in 35 days to get the points. I do have a 6-star rank 3 Domino. I have used her in mainly all of the side quests with 0 energy cost, which I also appreciate. And even though side quest rewards feel like they leave something to be desired, particularly the legendary rewards, I actually prefer last month's side quest so far. That's another video for another day. But yeah, got X-Men use done. And then the destroy all mutants part, I'm, making my way through. So, I of course have heard from some of you who are worried that you're going to get banned. I hope and pray that Kabam makes it clear that while I anticipate that they're going to take away the 6 million gold, and I know it gets a little tricky because guess what? Right before we had arena wins, we had a level up event. You use gold usually to level up your champs. So what happens? This is where it gets complicated. What happens if Kabam takes away the 6 million gold, but it turns out, like let's say you had 1 million gold, and then you had 7 million gold. And then you use some of that 7 million gold to take a 6-star up to rank 2 or maybe to rank 3. Let's just say when all the rank ups were done, hypothetically speaking, you went from 7 million gold to 3 million gold. Well, Kabam can't take away the 6 million gold because then it would give you negative 3 million gold. But in order to get all the gold back, they're going to have to reverse the rank ups you just did, which also makes it super complicated. So this is one of those really weird, rare occurrences where it's not as simple as reversing things. Unless you have some magic wand that takes the summoner back to before they open those crystals, but then what progress are they losing? There is also a scenario where doing so causes, in some ways, more harm than good to accounts. And then, of course, if you cause more harm than good to those accounts, you're ticking off your player base to the point that they're not going to spend. My dream scenario is what I call the socialist scenario. Now, that word's going to trigger some of you, but let me explain. Instead of taking away the 750 greater gold crystals from those you affected, why not just give everybody the opportunity for that in a milestone? Now, would they ever do that? I doubt it, because 6 million gold is valued at $600 for Kabam on days like Cyber Weekend and July 4th. But that would certainly make so many of you who've commented, man, I'm always asleep when the good stuff happens, or I'm always in a country where the time zone screws me over, because apparently noon Central Standard Time in the United States, which is my time zone, is when you are never available to play the game. Maybe you're at work. I don't know. But by the time things happen, and normally the worst part of these for people who missed, and I've done this once and it was totally my fault, is if you go to buy a crystal and the drop rates are wrong. And so if you were able to buy the crystal in the first half an hour before Kabam updates it, you're entitled to a replacement crystal. We saw this happen, I think, twice in 2021 with Cavalier Nexus crystals. So that's the best scenario I can think of something being wrong right as the new day starts. By the way, before I end this video, I also need to point out, we have summoners that are still reporting that they can't see what I can see, that they've downloaded the new patch, they've restarted the game, they've done everything, and their Cavalier anthropomorphic crystal shards don't exist. And so they can't open side quest cabs. And if that's you, I say, man, I am so sorry that you're affected by that. I get messages asking what they should do besides re-downloading the game. I don't know what there is to do. It's weird that I can see it, but you can't. I can't explain that if we're both on the same patch. Literally, there's no explanation for me. It's just a bizarre new bug, which it's a new content month, so I guess bizarre new bugs are just par for the course. Objectively speaking, put your non-greedy but also not overly critical hat on. If you were running Kabam, if you were the CEO of Kabam for real, how would you handle this 750 greater gold crystal situation and all the aftermath that comes with it? I would love to hear that in the comments below. And for those of you, I've had a couple of comments lately like, Prof, your videos are too long. Two things. One, I like to think that my videos 95% of the time or more never get to 10 minutes because I try to end them early. And two, well, really two things. You can always make them a faster speed, and no one's forcing you to watch my channel. I cannot say that enough. If you don't like me, you're not going to hurt my feelings. You don't have to watch, but if you watch, free will, free will. It's weird to have to end a video like that, but I never know. I've been doing this for almost 5 years, and I never know what to say when people complain that they don't like watching my videos. I'm flattered that you felt strongly enough to put a comment, because I guess that helps the algorithm, but I'm really not forcing you to watch. And for those of you who say you hate long videos, there are actually some people who complain that my videos are too short. So I get it on both ends, which, now that I say that out loud, is an internet phrase. Have a great rest of your day. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you in advance for watching, if you did, this full 8-minute video.